Inequality. This is a huge topic, a central theme of much Western and other thought through the centuries, and I've written about it in various places in relation to studies of political thinkers like Rousseau, Marx and others, and it's difficult to have any new thoughts on the subject. Things I've learnt about it, one obvious one is that we in the West highly treasure equality. We make it one of our gods. Since the French Revolution and before, equality, fraternity, liberty are our mottos, and it's implicit in a great deal of Western political theory. This isn't universal at all, that if you, as a historian or a comparative anthropologist, I look at more distant parts of the past, or certainly if I look at the 80% of the world outside the Western bubble, then the premise of those societies, as has been pointed out, for example, by Dumont for India, the premise is inequality, that some people are born superior to other people and they will remain superior through their lives. Men are superior to women, the old to the young. The various castes are arranged in a series of gradations from lower to higher, and that view and the widespread nature of slavery in most human societies suggests that equality is a peculiarity to a certain extent. And of course, for us, it's a goal which can never be attained. Much of our rhetoric now in politics is levelling up, making people more equal, and that's been a striving which used to characterize mainly the Labour Party and socialists, but now is the mantra of all parties, including the Conservatives. Make people as equal as possible. But, as Orwell pointed out, some will always remain more equal than others. Even in the systems which systematically make that a premise, which obviously the extreme form is communism, as he pointed out, very soon it devolves into a system where people are secretly more rich, more powerful, have a better lifestyle than others, even if on the surface they all proclaim absolute equality. So it's a goal which we can pursue. It runs again against many human desires. For example, the extreme class system which I grew up in, dividing English society into very, very fine gradations of class, unequal, is something which people say they disapprove of, but they spend their whole lives playing the class game of inequality. They are pleased when they get some small token that they have risen on the ladders of class, and they look down or up at others. And if you said to them, shall we just abolish the game, let's stop playing the game of inequality, they would say, oh, well, that's fine in theory, but actually I rather enjoy being part of a system where I get these small thrills from rising through the system. Otherwise, what's life about? What are we trying to do? So equality and inequality are features which are central to our system, and yet we also are against it. It's rather like death. We try and postpone death, we try and fight against it, but death comes in the end. And certain forms of inequality are bound to occur. We can aim for equality of opportunity. In other words, every person who is born should have equal access to education and health and other things like that. But very few people would then go on and say we should have absolute equal outcomes, that having been given an equal chance at the beginning, there should be some rewards for those who work hard, constructively, etc., etc. So seek equality, but don't expect it.